Sonny, I'm happy you finally did it, and your friend name is?
Greg, Canada.
Oh, really? He's just visiting San Francisco?
We moved to San Francisco about 3 years ago now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're officially a resident after a year.
Yes, yeah.
Right. So anyway, so we're going to talk about all this wellness idea. So wellness is both diet and exercise. Just today, keep it simple.
Yes.
We can go to more details.
Yes.
So let's start with the diet part.
Yes.
Since you've been in this coaching business for such a long time, can you tell me what is a recommended diet, or he can tell us, whatever?
That's a great question. And first of all, I want to thank you for allowing us to share this opportunity with you, and also Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yes. So we DIE, die on diets. Diets don't work. Okay.
Okay.
There's 3 problems that people are facing in this modern society.
Yeah.
One is toxicity. If you
Yeah.
Google the Clean Air Report, every city is polluted.
Okay.
If you Google what's in your tap water, there's heavy metals, fluoridation,
There's
arsenic.
nothing we can do about that,
Yes, correct.
except for the water.
Correct. And then there's also the acidity, and also the food that we consume, is spray with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides.
Right.
They're feeding our cows with corn, GMO corn,
Right.
which makes their stomach acidic, they
Yeah.
pump with antibiotics, growth hormones, steroids.
Right.
So we eat it, we breathe it, we drink it, it goes to the body,
Mhm.
and it's stored in our fat cells.
Okay.
And if our body's toxic, it'll continue to produce more, the liver will continue to produce more fat cells to trap those toxic chemicals.
Oh,
So-
that's why we get fatter and fatter.
Yes. So we brush our teeth, we shower every day,
Right.
but we never clean the inside of the body.
Okay.
So there are certain trace minerals, like the inner heart of aloe vera from Egypt,
Yeah.
that you can have that helps magnetically pull out a lot of heavy metals, pharmaceutical drugs, any toxic chemicals that don't belong in our cells, blood, kidney, liver.
What product is that? I mean,
Minerals.
chemically.
Trace minerals.
No, chemically, what's the part of that cleanse?
Yes. So I'm saying it's trace minerals.
It's called trace?
Trace minerals. There's a lot of different minerals. You get it from the inner heart of aloe vera from Egypt. It acts like antihistamine. It also helps with allergies. So when you assist the body to shower the inside of the body to remove these toxic chemicals,
Then you feel better too.
then the cells are able to absorb more nutrition.
Okay.
And then we go into the fact that our food's deficient of nutrients. They're spraying pesticides, herbicides, fungicides into the soil that breaks down the rock minerals,
Yeah.
that these microorganisms that break down the rock minerals to absorb into the fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
And now we're deficient of all these minerals. UCLA did a study, and in the 1950s, all we need to do is eat 1 bowl of spinach. Now,
A day?
to get the same amount of iron and nutrients.
Oh, 1 bowl.
Back in
Oh,
1950s.
okay.
Back in 1950s.
What is it now?
51 bowls of spinach. Who has time to eat 51 bowls of spinach? Even
For what? For the iron, you mean?
For the irons and the minerals. See, our body needs 90 nutrients,
Right.
okay, and 60 of which must be minerals. If you're missing one of those minerals, no matter how much you eat, you'll still be hungry. Have you ever had a full meal and then an hour or 2 later you're hungry again?
That's very often.
Yeah, that's because the food is missing of all these minerals.
Yeah.
So
The body is telling you there's something missing?
that's correct. And then we also have the problem of cooking our foods. Anything over 117.4 degrees, you kill the digestive enzyme. So there's no absorption, there's no delivery system.
Okay.
So you bake it, you cook it, you steam it, you fry it, you kill the nutrition over 117 degrees.
So it tastes good. We fried, so it tastes good.
Yes, but if you want to have live cells, you eat live food. Living food produces living cells.
That's
Dead
right. So
food-
that's why it's better to eat vegetarian.
Yes, correct. And there's also the acidity problem. There's a lot of people
Acidic, yeah.
assuming like that they're consuming sugar.
Okay.
For every 1 molecule of sugar we consume right now, it takes away 50 molecules of magnesium, which is a mineral.
Alright.
And the minerals are required to run all the electrical system in our body, your brain to think, your heart to beat. And everybody's walking around with deficient magnesium because they're consuming so much sugar. Sugar, you can take the lipase paper,
Yeah.
test your saliva,
Yeah.
On a scale of 0 to 6 is acidic, 7 is pH balance, 8 to 14 is alkaline. When our body is acidic, it goes to acidosis. That's when sickness comes into the body.
Okay, and
So-
how did you test it?
You can take a litmus paper, you can buy it, and you can test your saliva.
Oh,
test
you
it.
buy it?
Yeah, it's kind of like the pool man. They test the water by the
I
color.
understand,
Yeah.
but the litmus,
Litmus paper.
litmus
You test it on yourself.
you
Yeah.
get it at the pharmacy?
Yeah, you get there's tons of places. You get to Google. They have it everywhere.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
sounds like
So-
something I never heard of.
So deficiency of the nutrients in our food, toxicity in the body,
Okay.
and the acidity. Okay, so when we address those three problems, then we're able to rebalance the body. See, the body is the miracle.
Mhm.
Okay? A lot of people right now are not, for example, getting enough protein.
Right.
At the age of 25, your body goes through this process of sarcopenia. And that's when you lose 1% skeletal muscle mass.
Yeah,
And if you don't get the right protein that
the-
absorbs
you
the
get
body.
thinner and thinner,
Yeah, correct. And you know, you see old people,
very
they're
thin.
like this, and then they start walking like this, and then you see,
Because they lost
because
protein.
they lose 1% skeletal muscle mass every year. So everything from the blink of your eye
Yeah,
to the thought in your head
yeah.
to the hemoglobin that carries the oxygen in
Everything
your blood,
renews itself.
it's protein. It's protein. Now, only long branch chain amino acid will be able to build the muscle. And most of the people get it from chicken, beef, eggs, fish, but you really want to make sure that they're not contaminated. They're not put with any antibiotics. There's so much pollution right now.
Right.
So that's why it's so important to make sure we get the right type of protein that absorb the minerals. So, and that's why it's so important to supplement.
That's the point. The point is if you eat something that's not alive, like a powder, then you eating that stuff.
Yeah. So
It's better to eat the real, find out what vegetable has the nutrient you're looking for, and eat the live one, not the dead one in form of a box or something.
you're absolutely correct on that, but
Yeah.
there is a technology where you undenature, you
Yeah.
cold freeze it,
Yeah,
and you have digestive enzyme like amylase, protease, anything with the EAS at the end, the digestive enzyme to absorb it.
Right.
So, you know, it depends on what source. Not all protein is the same.
Mhm.
Not all vitamin C is the same. 2 out of 3 vitamin C is made from corn. Corn is 90% GMO.
Mhm.
And, you know, genetic modified organisms, if you want to learn about how dangerous it is, you can just go to YouTube, type in genetic roulette.
right.
You know, I want to touch this really important. GMO,
GMO.
it causes, they make these explosive
It hurts your
food
stomach.
to
yeah.
blow up the stomach of insects.
Right.
Then you eat like, you know, these GMO corn, for example, it causes leaky gut, holes in your stomach. Then you eat a strawberry, it goes through your stomach, and goes to your bloodstream, and your body creates all these antibodies to fight it, hence all these food allergies that never existed. It's related to autism, cancer, ADHD, I mean, so many problems that never existed. I mean, these were very, you know, scarce diseases, but now people are like, cancer's the one killer right now.
Okay, so let's talk to your friend, your first name again?
Greg.
Okay.
Oh, Gregory. So once, I'm sure Sonny told you about all these things, did what he says make sense, and how can you implement what he says in your daily routine?
Yeah, and it does make sense, you know, once you spend some time learning it. But what I personally did about 3 years ago, I started to incorporate, you know, the supplements and
3 years ago you started,
3 to 4 years, yeah, back when I was in Canada. And
and you feel better now?
I do. So before, what happened was I wasn't sleeping too well like I thought I was. I thought my health was great.
Yeah.
But in reality, once you start putting good things in your body,
Yeah.
it quickly shows you that, you know, what you thought was true is actually a total lie. And, you know, you can actually feel a lot better than you thought you could. So before, I wasn't sleeping too well. A lot of people could also relate to this. They
Did
have
you
that.
drink too much coffee maybe?
I don't drink any coffee, actually. No.
Even 3 years ago?
Even 3 years ago.
Okay.
I drank coffee once.
So it was not caffeine,
It wasn't caffeine. No, I drank coffee once and I couldn't stop laughing for like 40 minutes. It was,
so it's not for you?
yeah, no, it's not for me. Try it.
So basically you implemented his advice into your, or whoever is advising you? into your routine every
Yeah,
day.
exactly. And like as I said, wasn't sleeping too well. I had the 2 p.m. crash. You know, when you get to 2 p.m., you're kind of feeling a little bit tired and lethargic.
Yeah, most people.
Yeah, and I just didn't have energy throughout the entire day. And what happened was, you know, I learned about this from Sonny, another nutritionist friend that I have, and I've incorporated it. And as a result, within, you know, just about a week, for me personally, yes, I started to actually woke up one morning and I was thinking like, did I actually sleep? Because I didn't feel tired at all. I just like went to the morning like that, and I just felt totally alive and awake and vibrant. And I was like, this is really cool. I've never felt this before, and I kind of want to feel this again.
Okay. So
and
you
then,
kept to going in that direction.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I just
So,
had energy throughout the entire day too.
Sonia, since we are short on time, can you maybe give us a demonstration with your friend Greg of what is also now part of your routine to stay in good shape physically besides what you put in your body?
Oh yeah, so our body is made of
Motion.
certain movements in the
Yeah.
body
Yeah.
that moves all the fluids from top to bottom, and they move up and down spiral like this.
Right.
So you could start with, I don't want to get down to the floor, but you could start in the morning and you follow me.
Yeah,
And then you can do that, like the Tootsie Rolls, like this. And it's really gonna give you the massage, all the ligaments, the joints, because our body's created for movement.
Okay.
And if we don't use it, we lose it.
Okay.
Just like our brain. If we don't use our brain, we lose it.
Right.
So you can also do this for your hips, and you want to think about all the joints in the whole body. And these are simple stretches that you could do anywhere,
Uh-huh.
every morning, and it doesn't take that much time. Now we do the hula hoop. Remember the hula hoop?
Yep.
Yeah. And it's-
people can remember all these things?
oh yeah, they're simple. All you have to do is just think circular movement
Circle,
the other way.
okay.
And you just think about all the joints in the body. And for example, what's next? The hip? What's next? Your
Shoulders.
So you could do this, and you could really get more flexible, stretch, and it's really easy. It doesn't take any weights.
Yeah, that's easy.
It makes you feel better, and you could also swim. You can do that.
Yeah.
Or any circular movement, because this is all natural.
Okay.
A lot of people go to the gym and they use all these weight machines, and which is not designed to have repetition movements. And also, you could also do the sky as well.
Right.
That's very just stretching right there. And there's
So,
also
so you try to remember to do that once a day?
every morning, and then you can put your hand like this, you flip it over,
Yeah.
you bring it in, you bring it like that. So now you're working the elbows, joints, and your wrist, okay? And then you can also do this. A lot of people right now
Oh,
are
yeah.
texting,
Oh, yeah.
okay? They have carpal tunnel syndrome because they're on the computer all the time.
So it's good to
And-
do it daily?
Yes, most definitely. And then you can also work with your neck like this. You
Okay.
can do it anywhere. And then you look left, look right.
You
Up,
should,
down.
you should start your own exercise show.
Yeah, and then around the world, like this. And you
And your
feel amazing
routine,
in the opposite
how long you
way.
spend on your routine daily?
Well, it depends on what day. Sometimes I spend about an hour, sometimes 2 hours. So
Oh, that's a
Stevie
lot.
Wonder, like this.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah,
It's a very simple
but nobody
exercise.
has an hour,
And
nobody.
You make time, okay? If you schedule it, it'll happen. So you want to do the stretch like this.
Okay.
Okay. And it really gives you a massage of your back. There's so many different other types of exercises, and you just want to think about all the joints. Yeah? So you can also
Okay.
do this to stretch
So basically stretch every part of the body.
every part of the body. You get all the fluids moving, and when you move, you get to action. Your
Is
body.
it like King Kong? I see people in the park do that.
Yeah, and you can also do this, the field goal, like this.
Right.
It's amazing for the back
Yeah.
and your balance and your posture.
Actually feels pretty nice too.
Oh yeah. So there's so many other ways, and you can do your push-ups, you can do your sit-ups, and if we do not exercise our muscle, we'll lose it.
Stay young.
And if you get the right nutrition that absorbs, you build muscle. Muscle burns off fat.
Right.
And therefore, there's a lot of people that have visceral fat. If you ever cut the chicken, you see the white fat and the yellow fat?
Yeah.
The yellow fat is the visceral fat that goes around your organ.
Oh.
athletes like ourselves, we run, we breathe 12 times more oxygen.
You don't have that.
I'm sorry?
You don't have that kind of fat.
We do.
Oh, you
Because
do.
The reason being is we're athletes and we run, we breathe in 12 times more oxygen than people who do not exercise.
Oh.
Therefore, we have as much toxins as people who don't exercise.
Okay.
So it's very, very important, okay? You brush your teeth every day, you shower every day, but we have to address the detoxing, the cleansing, and getting the right...
Isn't running bad for your knee?
Only if you do not have certain nutrition. You can get boswellia, turmeric, MSM, chondroitin. These are anti-inflammatory herbs. In the combination, it fights inflammation, it soothes the pain, and it helps support the regrowth of cartilage.
Okay.
So,
daily?
yeah,
Daily? It will help if daily to do
Yes.
that?
These, these are all basic science, and you Google this, and if you want to learn more,
Can contact you.
you feel free to email me at euphoriadreams@gmail.com, or
Yeah.
you can email him at where?
gregoryesman@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you both. You have been wonderful.
Thank you.
Asante.